on, everybody? Welcome into another episode of HBCU Huddle. I am CJ. Follow me on various social media platforms. Just type CJ Hurt. I'll pop up, or type Conradicalness. I'm on Twitter at Conradicalness. I'm on Instagram at @new_Conradicalness. I'm on Threads. I'm on the Blue Sky. I'm all over the place. Joined alongside by Ronnie. Ronnie, what's going on, baby?
Yo, what's happening? You can follow me at Ronnie.2K on Instagram. But make sure y'all download the Grind City Media app, as well as follow us on the HBCU Huddle on YouTube.
Absolutely, absolutely. No Mike today.
No Mike.
Mike is
in Nashville
with the team.
He with the players.
Yeah, Mike does that from time to time.
Celebrity.
That's how you know it's basketball season. That's how I know Mike Wallace ain't here.
He gone. He doing it remote. He left us too.
He left us. He
gonna make it
always gonna leave us. Always, right?
Next year I'm going.
Next year you gonna be up there?
Maybe.
Next year I'm not. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here.
You with the people.
Always. Always. We got a great show lined up for everybody today. We're gonna talk. We're obviously gonna go through our picks. We're gonna talk some about the Honeybees. Shout out to Alabama State and the Honeybees. We've got pick 6 for you as well. We decided. I didn't realize this about Ronnie. Ronnie didn't realize this about me. We both like anime.
We some weirdos.
We're gonna give you like how weird before we get into the weirdos.
I mean,
how weird?
Anime
are we running down the hallway like this?
I used to.
Ronnie, no you didn't. Ronnie, no you didn't.
Listen. I did. I ain't gonna lie.
You did the anime run to cafeteria?
I did. I was that type of kid.
What do you mean you used to? What age?
You finna embarrass me.
Ronnie, like what age?
Okay, about up until like 8th grade, for sure.
8th grade? Your anime running in the 8th grade?
We was still having like the Yu-Gi-Oh card battles and stuff. Like I was, yeah.
Y'all was still playing with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Like the little spins and everything. Like that's my thing.
All right.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You don't have to apologize for what you like, what you into.
I got little hobbies.
So we are going to talk about our favorite animes. We figured, no, Mike, that would be a good time for us to talk about it.
Mike ain't watching no anime.
Mike might be kind of lost on
He was barely watching
Boondocks. We got all of that plus so much more. Let's get started with our HBCU Huddle game of the week, I guess.
Don't sound sad.
Kyrie, you can throw up the graphics. This is Georgia Football Classic. This game got moved. So we made all of this stuff, and then they moved the damn game. But the week of
Tuesday.
All-time record, Mississippi Valley State of 248, 327, and 10. FAMU all-time record of 598, 343, and 22. Currently, Valley is 0-4. FAM is 1-3. Notable alum Jerry Rice for Valley, greatest wide receiver ever. Notable alum for FAMU, Roy Wood Jr., my 6th favorite comedian of all time. Player to watch, Josh Brown. Player to watch, Josh Brown for Valley. Player to watch for FAM, R.J. Johnson III. I had stuff for both of these.
Too bad we can't watch them.
We can't watch them because the game got moved.
It did. I'm a little sad about it. Even though, does this count as a win?
No, it don't count as a win.
It doesn't count as a win?
No, Ronnie, did they play?
For our picks, this count as a win for me, right?
How does that count? Like, walk me through that logic if you can. How does them not playing equal a win for Valley?
Because FAMU decided. I'm gonna blame it on FAMU. I'm not blaming the promoters. I'm definitely not gonna blame Valley. I'm just saying FAMU was scared, so they wanted to postpone the game and move it to after Thanksgiving.
FAMU was afraid to play Mississippi Valley State on a neutral field.
Basically.
So they opt to move it.
Basically.
To Valley.
Basically.
Okay.
We was the home team anyway.
Yeah, but it was a neutral field.
Yeah, but we were the home team anyway.
Oh, okay. All right.
That 5 count. I put me up. I'm up 5-0.
Well, let's do this. Let's get to our picks. Let's look at everybody's record. We'll talk about the game getting moved. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's talk about the games that are happening this week. If you take a look at the picks for this week, here's everybody's record and standings as we've been keeping up with that. Mike is sitting there at 35-15. Ronnie, 2 games under 500 at 24-26. I'm sitting there at 36-14. Let's see what we do this week. You ready?
I'm ready. Here we go. Let's get it.
First game up, Jackson State takes on Alabama A&M in Mobile. Who you got?
Jackson State, of course. I think Alabama A&M going to give them a run for their money, but I definitely got Jackson State taking over, for sure.
Jackson State defense is allowing third down conversions on just 29%. That's 15th best in the nation. Their defense is also allowing the 15th fewest first downs in the nation. Strength on strength. When you think about Jackson State allowing just under 160 yards per game through the air, that is best in the SWAC and 16th best in the nation. See where I'm going here? This defense is really, really good. Alabama A&M, though, they're no slouch. No slouch. Statistically, they're the best passing attack in the SWAC, 268 yards per game through the air. That's 16th best in the nation. So we've got a battle between one of the best passing defenses in the nation and one of the best passing offenses in the nation. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I hope those folks down in Mobile are ready for a good contest. Jackson State leads the SWAC in rushing yards per game, about 240 yards per game on the ground. That is 5th best nationally, 5th best in the FCS, led by Ahmad Miller, who's averaging about 136 yards per game against FCS opponents. The only 2 games where he didn't top 100 yards was a game against D2 Tuskegee, which, like, you're beating the hell out of them. You don't need them. And
to
the game,
go to the side.
Shout out to the Golden Tigers. And then against Southern Miss, where Southern Miss FCS on FBS, that's just tough to handle. Like on like, Miller is a monster. He's a player who is
he's a beast.
Is in the running for Black College Football National Player of the Year, Ronnie. Then you think about Maurice Edwards leading the SWAC in rushing yards per game with 102 on yards per game on the ground. He's somebody else, a playmaker for Alabama A&M. That this game is going to be so much fun.
What would you say to take for A&M to actually beat JSU?
Stop the run game.
Yeah.
And hit on big plays in the passing game. Big plays are so very, very important when you're playing a team that is a bit more than you, either a bit more talent or a bit better coach than you. Big plays are the difference makers in those types of games. Jackson State just does not give them up. My concern with Jackson State, though, is they don't get enough of those for my liking, where you need chunk plays. You need a couple of plays a game, 5-6 plays a game to pop for like 30, 40 yards.
Yeah.
To change field position, get you into scoring range. It's great if you can be methodical.
Yeah.
I do like a good tater-toting team. We got 2 of those here, where you just line up, you run the football.
And we just see who got
3 yards in a cloud of dust, man. How good are your big dudes? Do they want to hit? Do they want to be hit? Do they like it?
Yeah.
Like that's that in the trenches. That's my style of football. But I understand there are moments, and this is why I thought Lockhart would be starting by now. But shout out to Jacoby and Morgan for coming in there. Not job on the line, but a little bit of pressure on him. Coaches making statements last week, and he came out and had a pretty solid game last week. But like that's why. Because on the other side, and this feels like a collision course. Everybody's on Jackson State, by the way.
Yeah.
We're all on Jackson State.
Yeah.
There's a collision course with them and Alabama State. Those 2 teams look like the best 2 teams by far in the SWAC.
I'm excited.
And they play next week.
I'm excited.
And Alabama State has that. Alabama State has that playmaker in Andrew Body on top of being a really solid team. Why are you excited, Ronnie?
I'm excited because Andrew Body. Like I haven't seen a good team be able to match up against JSU in a while. But for it to be Alabama State, I'm overly excited. All season, I've been JSU, Alabama State. Next week we're going to have to decide who you going to pick, CJ. Huh?
What?
Huh? What you
Pick
mean?
when? This week?
No.
Throw it up there. Alabama State takes on Bethune-Cookman. Kyra, throw it up there for me. Alabama State passing game, like I said, one of the more explosive units in all of the FCS. Bethune-Cookman travels to Alabama State for that contest. You've got Alabama State, who's coming in 2nd and 3rd down conversion percentage, 13th in completion percentage, 14.9 yards per completion, 6th best in the nation, best in the SWAC. Everybody's on Alabama State. Before we get into the collision course Alabama State thing, we got into a little bit. Bethune-Cookman not having a bad year. Bethune-Cookman looks like Coach Woody may have turned a corner from cellar dweller to competing for the middle of the SWAC here, and going out there and getting a big time win over Alabama State would be huge for that program. I just think Alabama State comes out here and it's not happening, not this year. But I like what Bethune-Cookman
I
has
like
done
Bethune.
so far.
I like Bethune. Bethune is cool, but do I think Bethune gonna beat Alabama State? Absolutely not. This will be practice. I'm gonna take it as a practice. It'll be practice.
There's no game in conference that is practice. There's not. You can't approach it like that. Because that's how you end up getting upset.
Well,
This is a trap. This is a trap game. This is a trap game for both Alabama State and Jackson State.
But I just think Alabama State just gonna walk over them. I'm sorry. I just can't see Bethune giving them like much battle. Now Bethune been playing well.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to him. They have, but Andrew Body, the man with the plan, I think he got it.
38 points per game is what Alabama State averages. That's best in the SWAC and 12th in the nation. They're going to put up points. Can you keep up? And I don't think Bethune-Cookman can keep up. So this week, I'm going to take Jackson State, and I'm going to take Alabama State. And then that sets up the game, I do believe, next week when Jackson State and Alabama State face off against one another.
I really want to know whose side you're going to pick because you love Andrew Body.
I love me some Andrew Body.
You love Andrew Body. But you've been to Jackson State like 2 or 3 times.
I love T.C. Taylor. I love the program that he has in Jackson. And I also love Coach Robinson. I love the program, what he's got going on in Montgomery. And it pains me to say that in
gotta
Montgomery.
pick a side. Next week, you're going to have to pick a side.
I don't have to pick a side today.
You got to pick one next week.
I got to pick one. Yeah, I can pick one tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. That's not next week.
We start throwing the games out tomorrow. We start picking.
But they ain't played yet, so injuries and things like that, odd stuff can happen. So
I get it. So after Saturday.
I'll have some picks for you guys come next week. Yes, it'll definitely be after Saturday. It won't be Sunday. It probably won't be Monday. It probably won't be Tuesday. But by the time we record, I'll have a pick on that game. Elsewhere in Black college football, Johnson C. Smith is taking on Virginia State. Sophomore running back Bobby Smith's 386 yards on the ground for Johnson C. Smith is the most amongst D2 HBCU backs and 20th in all of the Division II football. Virginia State allowing just 122 yards per game on the ground. I'm going with Virginia State. I think that they can contain that ground game and get enough big plays. But Mike and Ronnie going with Johnson C. Smith.
Yeah, they 4-1. They've been playing well all season. And I feel like every time I bet against them, they win. So now I'm picking them. They gotta win. But so far, they only lost against one big game, and that was against Virginia Union. But not to get them a preview, but I do see why you picked them in your polls this week. They've been playing really, really well.
Johnson C. Smith has.
They've been playing. Them boys been playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Elsewhere, we've got the Battle for the Bay featuring 2 1-4 teams. Norfolk State taking on Hampton. Norfolk State leads this all-time series 30-28. And we're all on the Pirates. Mike Vick is having a tough go at it first year.
And you know I love some Mike Vick. You know, a couple weeks ago I said anything Mike Vick going, I'm rooting for him. However, I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up.
It's catch-up season for Ronnie.
It is. I gotta
Ronnie
catch up.
Ronnie has decided, you know what? I can't beat 24 and 26.
No more. I'm not a Fortune 500. I gotta be winning. I gotta win.
You're not picking no more with your heart.
Except
Valley.
Okay.
No more picking with your heart.
No more picking with my heart. We going off stats. We going off realism.
Okay.
Except Mississippi
Valley. Arkansas Pine Bluff, fresh off of their first ever Southern Heritage Classic win. They're taking on Texas Southern, who got their first win of the season last week, thanks to some aggressive play calling gone wrong for Mississippi Valley State and Athenian Renfro, who rushed for 2 scores against the Delta Devils. We're all on Pine Bluff?
Yes, I'm mad at Texas Southern.
Why you mad at them?
I'm mad at Valley because
they
came back. I'm so mad about that. I text y'all halftime. I'm like, Valley up 17-7.
Yeah.
The next time I looked at the score, I was like, I'm just cut my phone off. I don't want to receive no text from you guys. I just cut my phone off. But I think UAPB gonna beat Texas Southern. I think Texas Southern started off really slow against Valley, but I think UAPB gonna come out strong, especially over that win against Alcorn, who just couldn't do it, couldn't finish it out.
It hurt Alcorn, and we'll talk more about the Southern Heritage Classic. It hurt Alcorn State to not have Sewell in the game in the fourth quarter. He was gashing the Golden Lions from the running back position. I was in the stadium. Again, we'll talk about it. And then fourth quarter comes, and he's not in, and they can only muster Alcorn State can only muster 7 yards on the ground, and that's the ground game was how they were keeping the ball moving. And if you can run the football, that means you can run the clock, you can keep the ball away, you can change field position. Him not being in the fourth quarter really hurt them. But kudos to Arkansas Pine Bluff. We're all for the win last week and potentially for the win this week. Prairie View A&M takes on the aforementioned Alcorn State. The Panthers are currently in the driver's seat in the SWAC West with wins over Grambling and Texas Southern, already looking to keep that momentum up. Who you got, Ronnie?
PV, after that game versus UAPB, I just think Alcorn isn't the same Alcorn that I'm used to seeing football-wise. Like, they just that Southern Heritage class, that hurt. That looked bad. That L looked bad. But I think PV gonna win it. We all the same.
We all the same. Listen, if Jacorian Sewell, who didn't play the fourth quarter in the Southern Heritage Classic, and I've been looking, I haven't seen anything, I hadn't heard anything about him. If he's slightly hampered, or even if he's out, that's going to be a huge blow for Alcorn State, because that's the offense. I'm with you with Prairie View A&M. Tuskegee takes on Morehouse in the Tuskegee Morehouse Classic, who everybody got damn right. We might not win another game.
Nah.
But we're going to beat Morehouse. We do that routinely. We beat Morehouse.
If y'all don't do nothing else.
If we don't do nothing else.
They ready to go.
We're going to beat Morehouse. Them Golden Tigers going to go out there and handle Morehouse. They better. Boy, they better.
If they
Otherwise,
don't,
I'm going to cry.
Well,
I'm be on camera crying.
Don't cry.
Have the Kleenex ready if they don't.
I'm a bring it. Y'all better win. Y'all better do something.
The next game, paint them. Next game up, Delaware State at Monmouth. The Hornets fell against Sacred Heart, snapping their longest win streak since 2012. Mike Vick is struggling at Norfolk State. What Deshaun Jackson has going on up in Delaware looks really, really good. If you didn't watch that game, just know they probably win that game. Star quarterback for the Fighting Kyras, Caden Bennett, got tossed early in that game for unsportsmanlike conduct, and Sacred Heart had nothing for him at all. He'll be back, though. I think Monmouth gets this one. You're going with Delaware State.
Kyra, I never go against the Grand Kyra. I would never go against I'm going to represent y'all. No worries. I got you. All
right, so that's our picks for this week. Let's take a break. On the other side, we'll get into the shenanigans involving the Georgia Football Classic. We'll also talk some about, for me, some real homecoming concerns for 3 HBCUs here coming up. Boom, 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 back to back to back. We'll talk about all of that, plus give our pick 6. We got a great culture maker. It's the Honeybees. We'll talk about them and so much more on the other side. You're listening to HBCU Huddle right here in the Built Ford Tough Studios on Grind City Media. Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Now for a limited time, the new $1.99 crispy tender wraps are here at Sonic. Who could deny a crispy chicken tender with bold flavors like hickory barbecue and cheesy Baja? And we can't forget the crisp lettuce and melty cheese to make the perfect bite. Wrap yourself up with some TLC, tender, love, and chicken for only $1.99. Sonic $1.99 Crispy Tender Wraps. Tax not included, limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Welcome back in, everybody. HBCU Huddle. CJ, Ronnie, Mike is away in Nashville covering the Grizzlies. Check out all your Grizzlies coverage right here on Grind City Media. Mike's been doing a great job, killing it. He drops daily recaps from the practice where he highlights different things that the Grizzlies are doing. You don't want to miss it. Definitely give it a looky-loo. I missed something. I missed Albany State and Lane. That's on me. My fault. That's a game that we had this week. Albany State undefeated against D2 teams. Their one loss is to FAMU. They're 2-0 in conference, looking to keep pace with Benedict and Edward Waters, who are both sitting in conference at 3-0 in the race for the first in the SEAC. Who you got? Because I got Albany State. Lane ain't won a game all year.
Albany State is going to be a landslide game. Huge shout out to Isaiah Knowles. He has earned a spot as a semifinalist for the prestigious award of the William V. Campbell, so Scholar Athlete Award. So good luck to you on that. I hope you get it. He's the only Division II player who will be representing his school within this award out of, I believe I read 378 participants. So that's really huge for them.
That's big. That's big. So shout out to him for that. And we're all on Albany State. We talked some about the game of the week. It was supposed to be the Georgia Football Classic. It was Valley's only their only classic for this season.
Yes.
The Georgia Football Classic was supposed to feature Mississippi Valley State and FAMU. It's canceled. They canceled it the week of
Tuesday.
It's getting moved to the weekend of Thanksgiving.
November the 29th at 2 p.m. Itabena. I need to see y'all there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Mississippi Valley State did issue a statement. It read, due to unforeseen circumstances and issues beyond our control with the organizers of the Georgia Football Classic, the October 4th, 2025 football game between Mississippi Valley State and FAMU will no longer be held at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. As we value the opportunity to provide a quality experience, every effort was made to make this event occur. We regret that no viable option was available on short notice. As Mississippi Valley State is the designated home team, the decision has been made to postpone the game and play it at Rice-Totten Stadium in Itabena. Like you said, November 29th, 2025 at 2 p.m. We regret the impact that this unexpected change will have on our fans, and we will make every effort to provide a quality game day experience during the rescheduled date of competition. While this outcome is disappointing for our fans and community, our focus remains on upholding the standards and integrity of our athletics program. Excuse me. The statement went on to say Mississippi Valley State and FAMU remain committed to excellence on and off the field, and we will continue to provide our student athletes and supporters with competitive and high quality experiences. Information regarding tickets will be forthcoming on each school's respective website. Ronnie, week of.
I'm sick. I was supposed to be in Atlanta on Friday. I was supposed to be there. Has this ever happened before?
I'm sure it has.
But from this, the week of?
The week of is
insane.
Man.
Like, we had charter buses going out there. Alumni had charter buses. I know there was a student fan bus that was supposed to go down there. I just want to know from the promoter, how did we get here to the week of the event and then it's canceled?
So I was talking to people, as this is going
Your
on.
sources.
And they're saying, listen, my understanding is this. This is my understanding. When you have a classic, each school gets an allotment of tickets. A classic, a bowl game, like a neutral site game. Each school gets an allotment of tickets. And what a lot of schools do is they just buy those tickets up front,
Yeah.
and then they sell them on their website to their alumni, to their fans, and to their students. And so it sounds like the allotments were sold. Well, if FAMU gets X amount and Mississippi Valley State gets X amount, well, then the promoter's responsible for selling the rest of them. And my understanding is the promoters thought that they could sell the rest of them quickly because it's FAMU and it's Valley, it's SWAC football, but particularly FAMU, who loves that base, loves traveling to Atlanta. Not only do they love traveling to Atlanta, that base is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
FAMU gets a lot of students from the Atlanta area, which means there are a ton of alum of FAMU in the Atlanta area. And so I think what the promoters thought was, okay, great. Valley and FAM have already sold their tickets. All we got to do is coast on the FAMU name, and that alumni base will come out and support in the Atlanta area. And then those AT aliens will want to come through because it'll be a cool happening spot. Think about what the MEAC SWAC challenge is. Think about what the Celebration Bowl is. We can do that, maybe a little bit smaller, but we can still do that. And that did not happen.
I'm so sad about that. Like that opportunity for players to play on an NFL field, like it was big for them. I know this was probably one of the biggest games that they would play this season at that arena, and just for it to just be the rug just swiped underneath them, like it's crazy. It's crazy.
And the game, I understand you got to move the game. It's a conference game.
Yeah,
You got to play it.
You got to play it.
But the game matters more right now because nothing is decided yet. And come the end of the season, when that game will be played, things will be decided already. And so you'll be out there playing for no other reason than, hey, we just got to get this game. We just got to play this game. So I'm curious to know. I think the coach, both coaches, Colsey and why am I blinking on Valley's coach? But both coaches for these programs will have their players up and ready to go. It's the last game of the season. You want to go out on a high note. But there's something different about it being played in October versus last game of the season. On top of that, what is the fan turnout going to be the week of Thanksgiving? That's Saturday. Anywhere. When most of the fans who are coming, like not most, like good, some places most.
FAMU shows up to it'll be
but a good portion of the fans who show up to support your football program, they're students. And so if the students are away Thanksgiving, which that most of them will be, what is the turnout for that game going to be? I like you hate that it's happened this way, man.
I'm scared. I'm scared about this Saturday because Thanksgiving, everybody is away. Like, the only people that's on campus is the athletes that have fall sports. So it'll be cross country, mostly the international students. So Valley is going to have to look to the community to fill those seats. I think that they should make it like an education day, like a high school. They should make that game the high school day game now. So now we got to make some adjustments. We got to move on. But we need people in those stands. Those players need somebody supporting them. I'm going to be out there, y'all. I ain't got nothing to do, so I'll be out there.
You going to be out there?
I'll be out there. Hey, I'm going to be out there tailgate, so I'm cool.
Coach Buckley and those boys out there in Mississippi Valley State will surely appreciate you.
I'm going to be out there loud and proud with my green and white on. Yes, sir. Sir.
All right. You going to go to homecoming?
Who?
You.
I must be starting homecoming. What you mean? Homecoming start when I get there.
I just want to make sure.
Homecoming start when I get there. You know.
I don't want to sound
libations.
I don't want to.
Libations.
Listen, I had a bunch of libations.
I know you. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about it.
We gonna talk about it. My issue with the libations.
What's your issue? Why you got issues?
That sometimes when consuming them, it alters the taste of the food for me. And the best part for me is the food, and then now I'm on libations. Now my food tastes like food and libations.
You gotta close your eyes.
It don't.
You gotta close your eyes and eat.
Gotta pretend.
Yeah, you just gotta live in the moment. Close your eyes and just eat. Especially some grilled chicken Oh, it can be cold. I eat it. Off them libations, it can be cold. I eat it.
I bring up homecoming. One of the libation celebrations. Not to be Mr. Panic.
I'm panicking.
I do think we have to talk about the Lincoln Oaklanders out there in California who have canceled their last 2 games. The last 2 games they've canceled. So they canceled a game October 25th. Not October 25th, excuse me. They canceled a game September 25th against Davenport up in Michigan. That was their first home game. They then canceled the game last week against West Alabama. So they've canceled their last 2 games. They are on the schedule for October 11th. They're on Alcorn State's schedule. October 11th. They're on Prairie View A&M's schedule. And they're on Mississippi Valley State's schedule. All of those games are homecoming. So we could be looking at a situation where this school is a D2 school out in California who's on, they've already played Arkansas Pine Bluff. They played them earlier in this season. They just took a whooping. The last game they played was a 90-point whooping, a 90-0 beatdown by Idaho State. FCS school would have been by more, but they elected to go to 8-minute quarters in the second half. They were down 60-0 in the first half.
That's a real thing?
Yes.
That can happen?
Yes.
In the midst of a game?
In a game. In a college football game, that can happen.
Man, what type of participation award mess y'all got going on? What? Y'all ain't never did this for Valley.
I said somebody did this for Valley.
I ain't never heard no mess like this happen.
Has Valley been down 60-0 in the first half?
No.
Then that's why it ain't happening in
but
Valley.
Still, you went from 8-minute quarters.
8-minute quarters. Down from 12, I do believe. All of that to say, just a little background on this Lincoln University, Lincoln Oaklanders, excuse me. They started football in 2021. Makes sense, right? Like there are going to be some bumps and bruises along the way. They are 3-42 all time. Every game they play is a road game. They don't have they don't have a home stadium. They don't have a home field, and they have 4 coaches right now for the football program. This feels real Bishop Sycamore-y to me. And the Bishop Sycamore stuff, I think, would still be happening had we not seen them on ESPN with our own 2 eyes. For those of you who might not know, Bishop Sycamore was a fake high school. It was one of those football factory high schools similar to IMG. They were doing ridiculous stuff. They were playing 2-3 games in a given week. They ended up playing a game on a Friday and turned around and played another game Saturday. The Saturday game was against one of these football factory schools. Everything in me feels like it was a school out of Texas. It might have been IMG, though. They end up playing them on a Saturday on ESPN. And that's when the lid really blew up. And it was, oh, okay, this is malpractice. This should not be allowed to happen. If this Lincoln school feels Bishop Sycamore to me in the same sort of way, where reports are that players are staying in overcrowded housing at like a complex that the coach owns, and it's just real weird.
I hate that for the players.
Yes, absolutely, for those young men. And if they've canceled 2 games already, their last 2 games, there's a chance they cancel some more games. And there are 3 HBCUs left on the schedule, with all 3 of them scheduling Lincoln for homecoming. So we could be talking about, at the very least, potentially 1 HBCU homecoming being in shambles because there's no football game. Can you imagine if we're talking about 3 of them?
Listen, CJ, if Lincoln don't show up to Ita Bena that Friday or that Thursday, I'm going to crash out. I'm going to crash out.
You can't have homecoming without the football game.
Exactly. That's what we all there for. What, we just going to show up?
And you can't.
What we going to do?
You can't push this.
You can't move it no more.
Unlike what's going on with the Georgia Football Classic.
You can't move it.
Like, this is these universities. This is Valley.
We signed contracts with
Prairie View
artists.
A&M's. This is Alcorn States. These are the games that you make your most money off of.
Exactly. I'm going to lose my marbles. I'm going to lose my marbles. I will go to Lincoln myself.
And pull them out.
And hey, come on. Come on. Somebody get the FedEx plane and get them on one of them FedEx planes, because I can't miss homecoming. Valley missing a homecoming because of another team, like, that's crazy.
Even if you just moved it a date, say, okay, the next home game will be homecoming. People have already made their plans.
Yeah.
People have already booked their flights.
I mean, we got artists, we got comedy shows, Greek shows.
Well, the comedy show and the concert, right? Everybody's homecoming is that.
That's a contract.
Listen, man.
That's a lot of money finna be wasted. Lincoln, we already ain't got no money, Lincoln. Come on now. Jesus. I'm gonna get mad. I'm boiling over here.
I'm waiting.
I'm boiling.
I'm waiting because I don't want to
assume.
I don't want to get out in front of it before it happens. But if the game next week is Alcorn State, and again, that's their homecoming, if that game gets canceled, I wonder what the SWAC commissioner the office will say about that. Where it is, hey, we got to be more mindful about the types of teams we're scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
I understand we want wins on homecoming. Everybody wants a guaranteed dub on homecoming. But we've got to make sure to cross our T's, dot our I's when we're scheduling these types of teams. Yeah, because, oh boy, 3 homecomings. Man, that wouldn't be good.
Listen, I'm going to crash out. Y'all going to see a real crash out. I'm going to end up in the courtroom, CJ. You're going to have to walk me to the courtroom. You have to walk me to the courtroom.
Before we get out of here on a break, so I don't have to walk Ronnie to the courtroom, let's take a look at my ballot from week 5. I had Jackson State number 1 on my ballot, followed by North Carolina Central, Alabama State, South Carolina State, and Howard. Round out my top 5, Prairie View A&M, Delaware State, Alabama A&M, Benedict, and Livingston make my top 10.
Why you ain't got Alabama moved up yet?
Alabama,
they just not playing any higher.
Which Alabama State?
State.
Well, we'll see what they do against Jackson State.
Here you go.
We'll see what they do.
Okay, so if they beat Jackson State next week, are they number 1?
If they win this week, beat Jackson State next week, it'll be hard for me to imagine a situation where Alabama State won't jump up there to number 1. Okay. Let's take a look at the Box to Row media poll where Jackson State is 1, Alabama State, to your point, Ronnie, is 2 with 2 first place votes, followed by North Carolina Central, South Carolina State. They've got a first place vote as well. Then we go Virginia Union, Prairie View A&M, Howard, Alabama A&M, Delaware State, and the voters have Johnson C. Smith in there in the top 10 right there. So that rounds out your media poll for this week. We're going to take a break on the other side. We're going to get to our culture maker, plus more. You're listening to HBCU Huddle right here on the Grind City Media.
Jaren Jackson has a message for y'all. Jaren, say it now.
What?
It's the best show in the world.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, Trip. When I showed up at the event last night, he goes, "You got the biggest show in the world." And I said, "No, I really don't." And he goes, "To me, you do. I see you every day." I asked him why he doesn't just walk up here, and he's like, "Because I don't want you to be able to prepare." I was like,
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Did you see the end of Ace's Storm? Let me play it out for you. Storm get the ball back, and it's Gabby Williams, and oh God, you'll never know. We'll never know. A hell of a way to say you lost. Lights are out, take the ball, go home, or don't take the ball because your season is over.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
I had dinner last night with Grizzlies head coach Tomas Isalo, and that was a pleasant experience. It is not hard to understand how a franchise could fall in love with the idea of him running the basketball team. If there would have been a camera on our conversation last night and I could just replay it for you, you would walk away incredibly impressed.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Hey everybody, welcome back into the Built For Tough Studios. I'm CJ. Ronnie is with me as well. Mike is, if you just now joining us, Mike is in Nashville with the Memphis Grizzlies covering the start of training camp for them. But Ronnie's here, I'm here. We're still doing HBCU Huddle, making everything work. We were at the Southern Heritage Classic this weekend. Pine Bluff got its first ever Southern Heritage Classic win and first win against Alcorn State since 2016. Christian Peters was named MVP of the contest. Arkansas Pine Bluff quarterback, threw for 323 passing yards, and he had 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing to give them the go-ahead score, and 1 passing as well. It was a great time, great environment. Sadly, all-time low in attendance. Announced attendance was 21,442 inside the stadium. Before this year, the Classic was averaging just under 49,000, like 48,440 something in attendance was the average before this year. The Classic has been under 40,000 announced 5 times in its 36-year history. 2001, that was because the game got moved because of 9/11. So it was supposed to be played in September. It got played in November. So that's one. 1991, and then the past 3 years.
Wow.
So as I love the Classic, I love going. I will stamp that. I will stomp for it. I will talk glowingly about it because I love it. From the game itself to the parade to the tailgate to the college fair, the libations, which I may have had too much of. All of that stuff resonates with me as somebody who is, it feels like at times, a world away from their HBCU. The Classic gives me that. The Classic makes me feel like I'm back on the yard, makes me feel like I'm walking down the Ave, makes me feel like I'm back on Tuskegee's campus. But that does nothing for the Classic as a whole. I can only bring so many people with me. We went to the parade. It was a whole lot of fun. We got B-roll of the Southern Heritage Classic parade to run through. It was great. You've been to the Classic before,
I've been
right?
before.
And so
a great time.
It's a great time.
Always. Like, you get to see so many people, like the young people, like seeing the youth look up to college students, like performing and stuff. It's amazing. Like, the parade too early for me. but I see like the videos and stuff like that. One of my peers from back in high school, her daughter was performing at the parade. So it was really, really great to see some videos of that going on.
Absolutely, man. And listen, I tell people all the time, I bought my house in Orange Mound because the parade comes through,
Run through it.
once a year, and I can just walk outside and watch it. It was a whole lot of fun. At one point, Lemoyne Owen has a band. I did not know LOC had a band.
Yes.
They did not have
they
one.
On the come up.
I know they did not have one last year.
They on the come up.
Because I'm pretty sure we made fun of, I got some buddies who come out with us. One of my good friends here, she graduated from Tennessee State. Her husband graduated from LOC. And we just get on him about it in a loving way. We'll talk about checking and we'll talk about what is and is not acceptable. He'll start talking and we'll immediately go, hey, where's LOC at? Why LOC band not here? How's that LOC football season going this year?
Come on now.
So like we do that, and that's how I know when LOC came through. I was like, oh, wait a second, this is LOC's band? That's exciting. Alcorn State is walking through, and showing my where my mind is after a couple of the libations. I was like, oh, LOC is here.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait. That says Alcorn. Oh no, my bad. It's Alcorn State. And one of the best moments.
Look at CJ. Look at CJ.
Gone off that gin, boy.
That's jigging. You was starting to bop a little bit.
I say, hey, LOC is here, and then I realized, like, no, wait, this isn't LOC. The colors are different. This is Alcorn. And one of the cheerleaders, pom poms in there, looked at me. Damn right. And keeps going. I was like, my bad, baby. I didn't mean to mix y'all up.
Purple and gold.
Wrong purple and gold. Them fours was out there doing their thing. It was a whole lot of fun being out there at the classic parade. And it's a fun time. It really is. They've got to find a way. Mr. Jones has got to find a way to bring in a higher profile teams or find a way to market it a bit better.
Yeah.
Because 21,000 fans is not going to be enough to, it's just not going to be sustainable.
You think they should get the school system like involved at some point? Because they should at least send all the students through the career fair. At least.
Absolutely.
At least.
1,000%. Yes.
At least.
But all of this ancillary stuff is just ancillary.
Yeah.
If the football game's not popping, it's just not going to be viable in the same sorts of ways.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Partnering with the schools, and I think the college fair, they do a tremendous job with the college fair. Absolutely get the schools involved more.
But bust them to the football games too.
And you know what? We've got tickets. You guys can purchase these tickets through us at a discounted price.
Yeah.
And that way, school administrators, teachers, students, and their families can get in there and get to the classic. Make it feel, because this is Memphis's.
Yeah.
This is Memphis's classic.
Yeah.
And make it feel special and try and get more engagement from the city.
Yeah.
It is hard.
It is.
In this city to get people to come out. But if it's the right thing, and I think this classic is the right thing, you can absolutely get support. You just have to be more creative now with how you go about doing that.
You gotta be strategic with it.
Absolutely. So great time, and I'm gonna talk to Mike. We talked about this off air. I'm talking to Mike. I'm gonna have him make it mandatory that you and Kyra be there for the parade.
Man, listen. One of my coaches wasn't able to go to Nashville and do one of the camps, so I had to drive to Nashville the morning of. I had to leave at 4 a.m. to get to Nashville to host a camp out there. But I was so mad I didn't get to go do my libations. CJ, I wanted to show you how Mississippi I am. I could get. I wanted to show you how Mississippi I could get. But next year I'm there. I'm there.
Next
year.
I'm
talking about I'm there at 6:30 knocking on your door. Hey CJ, shot a clock.
You can't knock on my door at 6:30. I'll be out getting the food.
No,
but
you gotta get the food the day before.
No, the food needs to be fresh.
No,
the breakfast food needs to be fresh.
Oh, breakfast. Okay, breakfast
so
is cool.
I'm put a key under the mat, and you can get in and just help yourself to the libations, baby.
Hey,
that's all you got to do.
As long as that tequila represent over there, I am there. I got you.
Let's get to our Culture Maker segment where we highlight people who are making a difference in the HBCU sphere and in Black culture as a whole. The Honeybees are our Culture Maker this week. Founded in 2004, they're the first HBCU plus size dance team. They performed in season 12 of America's Got Talent. And, you know, they're inspiration. They're the inspiration behind Edward Waters' Purple Thunder, North Carolina A&T's Liquid Gold, and others. When we think about dance teams, so often
ladies.
We think about the more petite women out there, seeing more full-figured women being able to get out there and hit these moves and do these splits is so refreshing and such a body positive type of thing that we really do support. And they are our Culture Maker this week in large part because of some buffoonery that popped off at FAMU, where one of the FAMU band announcers called them the new face of Ozempic, and it was immediately, if you saw the video, immediately met with boos from at FAMU.
Yeah.
Boos from people in the crowd. I am for the checking that goes on with love at HBCUs. But like this crossed a line. There were statements issued by FAMU's president and Alabama State's president, as well as the aforementioned band announcer. I hope that everybody understands that there's a difference in talking trash and being offensive, and you don't ever want to be offensive.
Yeah, no, there's no room in sports where you talk about somebody's physical appearance. Like it's just not sportsmanlike. He should be fined for something like that. You just can't go out and say stuff like that. Like, one, those girls look amazing. First of all, I'm petite and I can't dance like that at all. So I gotta give it to them. And they inspire young girls. Like, you don't have to be what everybody expect you to be. You know what I mean? Like, you can be yourself and still go out and make an impact and make a difference in the world. But for him to just go out and say something just so disgusting, like when you showed me the video, I was disgusted. Like, that's terrible. I wish it was a picture of him out there. I take him on behalf of the Honey Beez. I love Alabama State, and if you know me, I'm from Memphis. We get to check around. I flank. Oh. I'm sorry. I was gonna go on the rampage. I'm sorry.
Shout out to the Honey Beez.
We love the Honey Beez. Honey Beez, I love y'all.
I love the hearts up.
I love y'all. Y'all got my support. Y'all got my support. I think I think they did a documentary about them one of these years, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not misspeaking, I think there's a documentary that if there is, I'm gonna go look for it. Y'all really should go and watch it, because those girls really, really, really work hard. Like, they really do. Like, I'm very impressed.
And everybody, I'm a Tuskegee grad, right? I hate Alabama State. I hate them with a passion.
I love the Honey Beez.
I get up for the Honey Beez, boy.
I love the Honey Beez.
I don't understand. And again, we got to get to a break, but we check.
We
make
check.
fun.
We have fun.
We tease. We don't ever want to, like you
said,
go at somebody's physical appearance.
Yeah,
my understanding of the rules of checking, especially friendly checking. One, if you grin, you win. So don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Don't laugh if you try to get checked.
Laugh.
Don't laugh if you try to get checked.
But two, if it's not something that somebody can fix immediately or change immediately, not fix, but change immediately, you just leave it alone.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about somebody's dusty shoes, you got it.
Do better, Mr. Band Announcer, before I come down there and get you.
Weight, physical appearances, things of that nature
alone.
Honey Beez alone. All right, last break. On the other side, pick this up a little bit. Talking anime, baby. Right here. Hit her with it. Look at Ronnie hit the run. Ronnie hit the run.
Yeah.
Right here, HBCU Huddle, Bill Fort Tough Studios, Grind City Media.
I had dinner last night with Grizzlies head coach Tomas Isolo, and that was a pleasant experience. It is not hard to understand how a franchise could fall in love with the idea of him running the basketball team. If there would have been a camera on our conversation last night and I could just replay it for you, you would walk away incredibly impressed.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Jaren Jackson has a message for y'all. Jaren, say it now.
What?
It's the best show in the world.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, Trip. When I showed up at the event last night, he goes, "You got the biggest show in the world." And I said, "No, I really don't." And he goes, "To me, you do. I see you every day." I asked him why he doesn't just walk up here, and he's like, "Because I don't want you to be able to prepare." I was like, all right.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Did you see the end of Ace's Storm? Let me play it out for you. Storm get the ball back, and it's Gabby Williams, and oh God, you'll never know. We'll never know. A hell of a way to say you lost. Lights are out. Take the ball, go home, or don't take the ball because your season is over.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
I have to think about that, Ronnie. Yep. Does he have the gauntlet? Welcome back. HBCU Huddle, Bill Ford Tough Studio, Grind City Media. Ronnie is still doing the anime run. Trying to ask me who wins in an all-out brawl. Marvel DC. So that's what you guys walked in on. We got a little bit of time left. We're gonna do our pick 6 this week. We'll have to talk Marvel DC off camera.
Yeah.
Y'all can hit us up on the Twitter. Where you at on Twitter?
You know, Ronnie.2K.
Ask her what she thinks, who she thinks will win, Marvel or DC. I'm sure she's got an
Marvel
opinion.
fan.
We didn't get into it. We didn't have a chance, but we can get into our favorite animes right now. Pick 6 time. Favorite animes. Ronnie, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Start with my top 6. 7 Deadly Sins. I love it. Now, everybody say they hate the 7 Deadly Sins because the way it ended, but they made a sequel with the children, and that's why it's in my top 6. So I love 7 Deadly Sins. Number 5, One Piece. Absolutely love it. It's just super long. Number 4.
What do you mean it's super long?
It's so long.
How many episodes?
Like the seasons?
Yeah.
It's a lot of seasons.
I like that in the show, though.
Well, you need to go watch One Piece. Number 4, Death Note. Death Note got a lot of seasons, but I love it. Like, I actually really like the real movie that they made of Death Note. Yeah. Really, really good. Number 3, Demon Slayer. I got to go watch the movie, but Demon Slayer.
I was at the movie theater.
Don't tell me nothing about it.
I was at the movie theater earlier this week.
Yeah.
I saw the poster. I was like, I wonder if Ronnie's going to go see this.
I gotta go see it. I just finished Demon Slayer, so I gotta go see the movie. Number 2, Dragon Ball Z, a classic, an OG classic. If you ain't watched Dragon Ball Z, you are not an anime fan. You're not an anime fan. Take it out your bio. Number 1, I can watch it every day, all day. I can restart it. Naruto. Please don't talk to me about Boruto, because I know Naruto becomes a villain later on. But Naruto and the OG classic, any manga, I go back and read the books. That's how much I love Naruto. Love it down. Like, it's my favorite.
Good list, solid list. All right, my pick 6 is One Punch Man. One Punch Man is tremendous. I'm making my way back through it. And it just centers around a dude who's super powerful, all powerful, and just bored out of his mind because he beats everybody with one punch, and it doesn't matter. The animation is great. The villains are great. The powers that they give everybody is great. And then here comes this buffoon who just did 100 push-ups a day, and now he's so powerful he can beat everybody in one punch. Everybody.
How long he been doing push-ups?
A year. Like, it's ridiculous. You gotta watch it. I love it. It's so fun. It's so fun.
I gotta watch it.
Number 5 for me, Yu-Gi-Oh! Love me some Yu-Gi-Oh!
Listen, that's a classic.
Love me some Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's a classic.
That's my joint.
I would Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards.
Blue-Eyed White Dragon.
The cards.
Dark Magician.
Come on now. Come on. You said something.
The Egyptian God cards. Don't make me do it. Number 4 on my list. Sailor Moon. This was the first anime Pokemon. Pokemon is on my list. I love the game.
Yeah.
The game is what drew me in, and then following Ash Ketchum's adventures through from Pallet Town all the way to winning the Pokemon League.
Pika.
Right? Like
Pika.
Baba Thar. Number 3, Sailor Moon for your boy. Sailor Moon was the first anime that I watched. I remember coming home because when I was a kid, Toonami was a thing. And so I would come home after school, sit down, and watch Sailor Moon on Toonami. And I love the Sailor Guardians. I love everything about it. My wife and I recently rewatched. It's on Hulu. We rewatched it start to finish, and it's still incredible. Number 2, Dragon Ball Z, I Like You, love Goku, Vegeta, and the rest of them. Love them so much. The fusion dance is my jam as well. And number 1, Afro Samurai. Animation is great. Samuel L. Jackson as the voice is great. The music is great because you got RZA from Wu-Tang Clan doing the music. It's incredible, and the story is spectacular. A story about what revenge does to you and how it can ruin your life. I love it. Afro Samurai. I have the movie Afro Samurai Resurrection. Incredible. Love it. That'll do it for this week, though. Love you guys for watching. We'll be back next week. Mike, Ronnie, and I. Thank you so much. Till then, everybody take care.